Why you do that? Why you do that? Hello guys, welcome back in South Africa. Today we are reacting. I see lots of videos. I was like, let me react. We were like, why people they're saying they are not getting employed in South Africa, but they don't understand why it's like that. Like it's very important to understand where the country coming from. But it's a thing of like now as we speak, um, now as we speak, I would like to say before we go into topic, before we focus, I would like to say like this is an open discussion and no one is attacked. We are talking about South Africa that experienced apartheid, that others they benefited during apartheid, right? And their kids they benefited through apartheid. The businesses, the companies we are seeing stuff the big companies that you are seeing, the land that is owned by whites because of their forefathers, they came here and they took everything from our parents. And our black kids are struggling. So it's a thing of like, it's an open discussion. No one is attacked. We are just educating each other, right? When they say like white people, they are not getting jobs South Africa, is because of what? It's not like they do get jobs. They do get jobs. They get jobs. What do you mean they don't get the jobs? South Africa majority is black people who have nothing, who lost everything during apartheid. So the thing of like, because maybe they get used to a special treatment that was happening during apartheid. So like when it comes to now, it's hard for them to adjust to what they're experiencing like now in South Africa. Like when you used to special treatment, you understand? You used to special treatment, then that special treatment is get like, we're living in a country where like black people they lost everything during apartheid. They have nothing. The ANC, the government said like because of I don't know what Nelson Mandela make a deal to say like black people now black people now they can black people now they can run the country, black government, because before was a white government. You understand? So I don't know what they make a deal of to say like they can keep the land that they stole during apartheid. So 20% of the land. That most of them they're enjoying it today as we speak. And then when EFF, when ANC speak, they say like they don't want these people in their country. But it's a question of like, do you understand where these people are coming from? Right? This is a question we ask. Do you understand? Right? So like now, what is going to happen is we are going to react based on this guy. I know like this guy was a part of petition, then he got fired because of racism type of way. So let's watch it.
So on this human rights day, I thought
It's not, like, so it's just hacked, and I hope it's not.
it's
You know,
only
like, like it's not like, let me pursue a little bit. It's not, people need to understand apartheid existed and black people have nothing. That is why we have affirmative action. So, I shouldn't be like this because it disturbed me. It disturbed me. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, people they have to acknowledge apartheid existed. Black people lost everything, and they benefited their land. They built their parents. They built companies during apartheid. The companies that their kids inherited them today. So when the government say like we want black people to be equal to white, since we're all South African, it's a problem. We are not coming here to play this thing of like a mind game. So let's give this guy a chance. South Africa has majority of black people. Has majority. You understand? and they are struggling, they have nothing. Minority, they own everything. Let's get this guy. Talk.
So on this human rights death,
Talk. Oh my God, I hate this, man. I hate this. The problem is what now? The problem is Wi-Fi or is what? Can you hear me very well, Lapu? I'm clear. You can hear me. Because of like we're talking about a serious issue here, and the Wi-Fi is giving me problems. We'll talk about a serious issue that today people who benefited during apartheid, they say like South Africa government does not employ them. BEE, affirmative action, land without pay any cent. The reason we have those things in South Africa, those rules or those policies, or you can mention them, is because of we lost everything during apartheid. We lost everything, and they want to make sure everyone becomes equal, right? That's why we have those kind of stuff. So, but then they want to come here and like that. You understand? So I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to see white communities sharing their opinion. You understand? To say like, yeah, there's no jobs because of maybe they punish us because of our forefathers' action. I don't know. The others who think like that. The others don't think like that.
How's it, guys? It's me, Kath from South Africa. Malema disappointed me. I think he's a great orator, but the things that he comes up with sometimes are very worrying. Talking about white bosses being less qualified than their black workers, and all of this. And 2 days ago, a farmer was killed again. Now,
so like, it's a crime. I don't know, like this explained a lot. A president of this country said, like, everyone in South Africa experience crime. You know, like they attack students in their accommodation. You know that they attack student accommodation. They take their laptops. They take their phones.
what you guys need to understand is I'm a white South African actress, not Afrikaans, in this country. I do not have work because there are 23 black soapies on at the moment, not including all the black movies where you might see one or two people with a line here or there. Extras might be white, but the main cast is always black. And in fact, go and research it. Just find out how many soapies there are on Netflix.
But it's an African country, Mus. It's an African country, so as we need to go to watch people, it doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be dominated black soapies. Even though like lots of people they try to do that, lots of soapies, lots of TV shows, lots of reality shows, where like they put because of to run those things a business, you need to make money. So what they've done is because of this dominated black is Africa, which is black people are staying in Africa, right? So like Chinese they come here, Europeans they come here, Indians they come here, right? And then do you think if you're going to play a movie from India, it's going to get views when you play African movies like Zulu, Xhosa, Tswana? You're not going to get views the way how it's going to get, and it affect the business. It's not about there's no job because of you're white and you're an actor. It's not about that, my lady. It's because of like now, it's a thing of it's a thing of like it's a thing of like it's a thing of like I don't know how to put it. It's a thing of like who's dominated. You can't go to Europe and do a Tswana soapies, a Sotho soapies, a Zulu soapies in Europe. You won't get views. You get my point? Or you can speak Zulu, you can speak Tswana, you can speak Xhosa. Then they can add you there.
and see how many white soapies there are. There aren't any. Well, the result is I'm not working. Does that make me racist? No. I don't speak about it because people will think I'm a racist, which I'm not. The point is because of the color of my skin, I'm not working in the acting industry at the moment. Thankfully, I'm an acting coach and I have students who I love to coach. But the point is,
but you need to understand, it's not about the color of your skin. You know, if like you're able to speak, because of people study the game and let's talk acting victims. Let's study the game to say when black child going to Europe. I want to make this thing easy so that people can understand. I love to give an example so that people they may not get lost. When a black child going to Europe, right? And in Europe, like SME, as a tournament, I'm Tswana, poor tournament. You know, if I go to Europe, I'm not going to speak Tswana that side. Yes, I'm acting, I have a skill of acting, but I cannot fit the culture of Europeans. I won't get the job because of like you need to able to understand the culture. We have people, we have white who speak Zulu, who speak Xhosa, who speak Tswana. So they can say like, I want a job. Yes, I'm white, but I can fit to African culture. I can speak these languages. I can act. You understand? That's why like Julius Malema, when he, I don't know, interview judges. I don't know if the judges. You'll be like, you once visited a township, right? You once visited as a white judge. You once visited outfit. You once visited townships because we can't watch as Africans, as boys from townships, watch the lifestyle of people from suburb. That doesn't, for us, with that, yes, there are few of them, but doesn't make sense. The soapies, Bu Gomorrah, Bu the river, it's a township soapies, and they are doing the most. Bu Uzalo. These are Akasi's soapies that are doing the most. It's not about because of your white and then get the top. It's about, do you understand the culture? Do you understand what's happening? You understand? It's not about that, guys. Let's understand, right? Let's understand.
there are no jobs for white people. BEE is still alive and well.
What about what we have as black people? It doesn't mean when it comes to BBE and people like say like BBE, what we have. You do understand what happened to us during apartheid. You do understand they stole everything from us, and they're going to come and bring BBE. Who's the people of this country? Who are the people of this country? Why should they suffer? Why should they have nothing? The minority own everything, and then when things go like BBE, what BBE have done with not getting the job? Doesn't understand the reason. Let's educate you. Don't know the reason why we have BBE in South Africa. If you're watching this video, you don't know why we have BBE. I'm going to educate you now. BBE is, let me ask ChatGPT so that you can say like you are saying like because I love that. It's not, you're not a problem. You understand? Since she says she's an actor, now I'm saying like understand like soapies in South Africa is Gomorrah township soapies that are doing the most, that's doing the money. You can see boom Moja Love. It's the gases things because of we are this. Why they created BBE? Why we have? Why I'm going to say like why we have? I'm asking ChatGPT why we have BBE and affirmative action in South Africa. who are like, now we must educate you with every, because they're going to come here and cry. Like, and going to come here and cry. So I wrote like why we have BBE. Let's give a chance to talk about BBE.
And it shouldn't be. And I mean, have you ever heard a white actor complain about the industry? No, we don't complain, because then we will be seen as racist. But the whole of SABC, all of it, ETV, Mnet, DSTV, all the black shows, why aren't there any white shows? And I'm not talking about Afrikaans. Afrikaans people they don't like my accent. So unless
So why you guys don't create your own shows then? Because we have at least we have a market to market, because this thing goes like this. I don't know how to explain. This thing goes like this. The market we have. Let's give the people comments. Problem is that some people don't want to be good example of South African by leading to South African language. Please vote for EFF. Your family will be loved. When Julius Man say white people, doesn't talk about people like you, but white monopoly capital. Are what Julius Man's fed is because of you are not up to date. But thank you for my sister for your honesty. You see, Black, I don't take side unity. God wants full of us. Absolutely. Thank you for your comment. But like, let's see why we have BBE, because I think it's a problem. When it comes to BBE, people they're going to come in, hey, there's a BBE, and you let's understand why we have BBE and the reason we have it. You understand? The reason we have BBE, why South African has BBE and affirmative action, legacy of apartheid. Main reason for decades and apartheid to 1948 to 1994. Just a margin. For decades and apartheid, Black people were literally excluded from good jobs, land ownership, education, and business opportunities. Skilled jobs, management position, economic ownership were reserved for white South Africans. Land, wealth were concentrated in the hands of the small minority. When apartheid ended, political freedom came faster than economy is still unequal. You understand? BEE affirmative action were introduced to correct this imbalance. To correct historical inequality even after 1994. Most land, even like now, 2026, most land companies' capital remain under white ownership. Why your people they don't hire you? I don't understand why you guys don't have why you guys don't have teamwork. They benefited even like 2026. Lots of companies are owned by whites. Why they don't help you? And then we're going to come for us. You don't do it. So like us must always suffer, right? Us must always suffer. There's nothing good for a black child, because of when we're going to come with the strategy. For me, is a thing like is a thing like we is a thing like we don't want to see us going forward. That's what we are seeing every time complaining when a black person start to see. Let's listen to this.
So
But whenever you have problem, I don't know why when I want to listen to you, the Wi-Fi is giving me problem. You understand? This is a beautiful topic to talk about, even to educate the youth of South Africa. The youth of South Africa, or Africa as a whole, or Europe as a whole. You understand? It's not about ANC have a problem with you. Let me put this guy here. Speak.
so on
Oh my God.
this human rights stuff,
So what's happening? This thing doesn't want this guy to speak or what? Yeah?
I thought it's only fair to talk about something that's related to human rights. Did you know that there's a organization in South Africa called YES, which is Youth Employment Service, that is funded by the government and the private sector, and they create employment for the youth of South Africa. However, there is a little bit of a snag in what they classify as the youth of South Africa. Let me show you.
like I explained why we have BBE. So we're not going to entertain this. People, they want to come in, always eat and leave a black child struggling. How many population of black people and faced white people in South Africa? Who are the rightful owners of this country? Besides that, what happened during apartheid? Let's go back here. I just explained. So like now, most of the land companies are remain under white ownership. Black South Africans started from disadvantaged position. Equal treatment alone could not fix unequal starting points. These policies aim to level playing field, not to push anyone. Affirmative action workplace, making workplace demographic the country, give opportunity privacy to black people, women, people with disability. It applies to candidates as similar qualified. Employers must consider transformation goal. It's not meant to hire unqualified people. BEE ownership of BEE is focused on ownership of businesses. You as a black child, you can start a business because during apartheid, you're not able to start a business. Management leadership roles, skill development, supporting black owner and small businesses. During apartheid, we cannot own those things. So like they want to benefit from apartheid. Even they still own the 70% of the land. Then they come to the crying. Every day crying. Why people who own those big companies, who own those and employ you then? Why do you employ them, you? So when the government try to bring inequality, it's a problem. That's like I was like, dog, I man.
So, in order to qualify for the youth employment services, let's see what the very first line is. A yes youth must be black in accordance with the BEE definition. Nice. So, on Human Rights Day, lekker, we've got an initiative that's funded by government and the private sector that pretty much says if you are white and a youth, you can't get a job. Sack. So, on this Human Rights Day, I thought it's only fair to talk about something that's related to human rights. Did you know that there's a organization?
Yeah, you can talk about them. Imagine if it was reversed. It was reversed during apartheid. This is a fixing to fix equality. ANC are racist, yes. If they're racist, Trump offer you refugee status. You can leave our government in peace. Trump offered a status to say, like, people, if they don't treat you well in South Africa, you can come back home. Trump offered you a status. Bianca, bring the stats, Ronaldo. You always seem to forget about the numbers, not only when it suits you negative. Definitely. It definitely excluding everyone, white, colored, India. Even those black people still are not getting those jobs. South Africa is a joke. No job for young whites. Can't is poor for it. Both higher qualified kids, successful employ in. Where is the land? Where is the land? Racist ANC has no bounds. For you to I feel like white communities, there's no other way to run. EFA fight for black people, wants equality. ANC wants equality, want the land back. MK, you want equality, want the land back. Maibuye. So like, unless if maybe I don't know, you understand? It's very important to understand these things. Let's put this young lady and see what she's saying.
Do you think you're equal to the black South Africans?
No, I don't think so.
In what?
Why you're not equal to black South Africans? Then this guy did a beautiful thing. As you can see, like here, unemployment rate for blacks is 40%. Unemployment rate for white is 7%. Let me search here, because of the people coming here, they think it's still apartheid era where they were getting a special treatment. Special treatment is gone now. We are all equal. There's no this special treatment that they were getting during apartheid. But we're not there during apartheid. You can see you're young, you know nothing about apartheid. You know nothing.
Wait.
Millennial-wise though, today you can have a matric certificate, you can have qualifications.
But like most of your people, they own companies, Ms. Why don't network? Most of them, they own companies, they own farms that they benefited from their forefathers who stole the land from our forefathers. That's why like in today we are still talking about the land issue. Why you don't connect? Say like, yo, I need the work. Hey. Why don't do that? Yeah? Why don't connect?
All of that stuff you can, but if you're white, person, they don't have shit, like jack shit, but they get the job.
You don't have what? Why do you get that? I hope you grab the opportunity of Trump then. If you feel like that, I hope you got opportunity of Trump.
So being poor and white in South Africa has affected you because of the system and the government's in place now.
Yeah.
So do you think it was better
Let me listen, I'm coming back to you.
prior to apartheid, before apartheid?
I wouldn't say that.
For you as a white person? Because you was privileged before and now you become underprivileged.
Yeah,
Facts. Facts. She's beautiful.
Nah, just say I'd like everybody to be equal and treated fair, like.
Yeah.
But now you feel you're not treated fair by the government, that correct?
Yeah.
Is that right saying that?
Yes. I mean, black, white, pink, yellow, what color ever you are,
You see?
doesn't matter.
Good. That's what ANC is trying to do. Even though, like, because of ANC fought apartheid for years. ANC fought apartheid for 82 years while whites were benefiting. The companies we're seeing today, big companies are owned by what? Big farmers are owned by what? For 82 years, removing black people from their own land. When we start to say we want to make everyone equal, that's where problem starts. And we must stand for it. That's where problem starts. That's where problem starts, right? It is like a mix. We are saying something that we agree with the government of South Africa. Everyone who tell me a black person who have a job, yes, they are there, but they are few. They are few. Yeah, then they're going to say government is corrupt. Corruption started during apartheid. Corruption started during apartheid. I was asking myself how I was asking myself to say like how Nelson Mandela not able to take the land. That's where corruption started there.
They're all made by God.
But you don't feel equal, is that
exactly, like, I don't know why they have this thing of blacks and whites and.
No, you must ask your forefathers. They are one who brought it there. As we didn't bring it, they came here, we welcome them with peace, and they do wrong things to our people. So ask your forefathers, your forefathers, Unemployment rate, I'm black man with matric tertiary qualification. I watch people cast for living. Most of those cars belongs to whites. Why they don't, most of those white, why don't they employ you guys? They see you're complaining. Yeah. Why don't they find your number and say like, hey, there's a job. You understand? Hey, why? All right, let's move to this one. listen to people. This mindset we have right now is dangerous. Look at the comments. I really see if you are born after apartheid, it's not your fault. It's the people before we were born at the fault. But it's a thing of like, it's not our fault too, right? But we are struggling. We don't have the land. The land is stolen. We live in informal settlement. It's our fault to struggle. It's our fault. People, they give their kids the land has been stolen, and us, we must struggle. Like, doesn't make any sense. Answer the question. Answer the question. This being treated fair, SA is just a poor for all. So being poor is just equal to blacks. You are not going through what blacks are going through. We are all going through that. I'm black, but I feel a pain. People should learn, forgive, and forget. As a white British, they say, my sister came here from World War II, starvation war. Very poor, and then they came here to fight against apartheid. My mom was a journalist of the newspaper for protesting my 3 decades of life. I faced oppression, bullied. I'm looking back to I experienced it first time for 20 years now. They literally tell you that they can't hire you because of you are white. Why? If like they tell you something like that, let me give you a solution. If like you can't think straight, let me give you a solution. Let me give you a solution. Most of companies stuff are owned by whites, are owned by the people that can give you a job. Go to ask job from them then. Right? It's easy. It's easy. It's very easy. You know, you are tired. Let's listen to Hussein. Let's listen to Hussein.
White people are worried again about their extinction, Prof. They are worried again in relation to artificial intelligence.
Okay, oh. Ish. This, I want to remove it. You guys are going to see the message that you are not supposed to see. You guys are going to see the message that you are not supposed to see. Let's go.
Africana genocidal lie in South Africa is very much intimate with the general white worry over its own mastery role in the world.
Wait till you speak deep English. I want to understand what are you trying, what are you saying, because the English you are speaking, man. Ish.
I think that particular coincidence is what is of interest. You know, expel all the foreigners from America, but you can get a land somewhere for Africans and give them a land somewhere. By the way, they won't survive. They don't have a good history of being able to truly be superior, except just being white. In a white community, you know, I don't know, because
These are most of the topics that we focus on in South Africa because of what we went through, because of the apartheid, and it's a thing that we need to talk about. Let's get this lady.
I shame, man.
So, like, there are laws in South Africa that exclude white people. The system is racist. You are not you are just anti-racist against them. So, because of black people are nice, hey, we are so nice, eh? People come here, they take everything. People come here, they take everything that belongs to a black child. Coming from Europe, take everything. For 100 years, they took the land from your forefathers, the land that belongs to you, black child. the land of your forefather. They took it. They run businesses. They make black people workers. When they do that, black people, they are not allowed to run the business. Black people are not allowed to have a good thing. Then when we get our power back, because we've been fighting, through that fighting, people were dying. Black people were dying. Our forefathers were dying, so that for us can try to live the life we are living today. Right? So when it's like that, they say like, okay, during apartheid, these people, they have everything. Even we don't know what happened to Mandela to make that deal not to get our land back. Like whites in today, they own big lands. Black people own was nothing. Sharp. In that issue, they say like we want us to be equal. To be equal, we implement affirmative action. You understand, my lady?
I guess no one warned you not to come onto my page and talk snert, nee. There are no laws that exclude white people. There are laws that say that businesses need to follow a certain ratio of people according to the demographic of South Africa. So, for example, if Black people are 70% of the population, then 70% of your workers and your students and whatnot should be Black. There is no exclusion. And even if you go look at the statistics, it's just not there. What you're
Facts. She makes sense, yes. I never thought like that. She makes sense, man. It's like because of majority of this country is black people. Because Africa, obviously, is going to be black. Right? So it's like 70%, since you guys are minority, to balance equation, to make equation to be equal. Yeah, you are definitely right.
saying is not there. Because what is being done, or what should be the case but isn't actually the case, is that there should be acknowledgement of the wrong that was done and a correction thereof.
She's smart. She's smart. This one, you see, like these people are going forward with their whites who understand that apartheid happened and everything is being stolen from black people. They are living today, this life they're living because of what happened during apartheid. It's not like they came here and then no, it's not like that, man.
That is the theory behind Black economic empowerment. But in practice, that's not how it works. It is poorly implemented. It doesn't benefit the majority of Black people.
You are smart. You are smart.
So, but honey, there's no exclusion of white people. White people still have the majority of the power in this country, and that's what I'm against.
See, like now, chest paining are a paining now. Chest paining are paining. Let me put this class. She explained it very well. It's so beautiful to have whites who understand where black people are coming from. So beautiful, to understand, to have a white lady who understand where black people coming from and why is this thing happening. Oh, you need to clap. If you're watching this video, you are not clapping your hands, you have a problem. You are the problem. You are this lady, she explained it well. So like this, no such, and she's a white lady, and I think she's a Afrikaner. I don't know. I think she's I'm not sure. She explained it very well, my sister. you need to join EFF. For that, this lady, she must join EFF based on what she said, man. Based on what she said, we want her under EFF. Based on what she said, we want her under EFF. Wow. So the comments say like not 70%, maybe 70 depending on the province you are in. Also target meaning. Your equality is oppression. I don't understand. Ex-slaves, God. I wish we have people like you, especially white. You gain follower for the truth. Shame. When you are smart. There is a call affirmative action, BBE. Black people own one piece. Africa needs to step forward and meet black people on peace. She killed it. She killed it. That's why she must be an EFF member. She must be a fighter. We recruit everyone. We recruit everyone. Let's get this lady. Let's get this one. She's saying what? Okay, let's get her.
There's no one who can help us because this side of the earth it's bad for us. You can't even walk in the streets around at night. During the day, they always rape you or they beat you up. They're swearing at you in the language. They know you don't know the language, but they will come and swear at you. See on the news, shoot the bull, kill the bull.
This is a chant. This is a chant. This is a chant. This is wrong with this is an apartheid chant where your people were killing our people, they're killing our mothers. When your people were killing our mothers, wow, this is so sad. When your people were killing our mothers, wow. That's the thing, that's chant. It doesn't mean they're going to kill you. Black people, they're not like that. They were fighting apartheid government.
What we are like, just living also. We are like human beings, just like them. Just the color and the language is different.
You're supposed to tell your forefathers those things when they came here and kill our people. When they came here and do wrong this to our people, you're supposed to tell them we are women and what? Yeah?
But why are they against us?
Who against you? Who against them exactly? Because the only thing we want the land that's been stolen. We want everyone to be equal. Who against you? You guys are thinking a problem. You see, like now, these people are problem. I see, like now, who against her? Who against their people? Let me say that way. Who? You guys are. You see, like you are problem.
Even black kids were beating my kids up. My 5-year-old.
I was thinking about this. I was talking about this. I was like, listen, this is educational. When a black child and a white child having argument or fight is not a racist. People they have argument, people they have disagreement.
Tell them this is not for you anymore. South Africa, it's for our people. We don't have a life anymore. They will make sure about it.
Have you tried to look into leaving South Africa?
If I can get a chance, I will go.
I hope you got the one of Donald Trump.
If I can get a better life that side of the seas, I will go. Me and my 2 kids, I need a life to make for them.
But at least Trump was there, and that's the important thing. Trump was there. You understand? Trump was there. Trump is there with the offer. Maybe consider it based on what you're saying, you know. Just like based on I say, like Trump offered you something. And in that something, you can just hold it and go. Let's see the leader of them.
We have enough.
So like SA Parliament, Dr. Khuraba say putting black people first when they call South Africa is forcing competent West Africans to leave South Africa. They can leave. Yeah, so we are not here to beg. We are not here to beg shame. We are not our forefathers. We are not like them. If they want to leave, they can leave. How? This is our country, we can take responsibility of it.
Competent, qualified engineers in South Africa to solve the problem. But because of blackness in the economy,
Because of the blackness. Wow. Wow. I was like, because of the blackness. Okay.
they went to foreign countries. Chairperson, ek wil ook vir die agbare president sê, u het Suid-Afrika geval in u grondwetlike plig.
I don't understand. And you can see like this guy say like if they to leave, let them go. Let them go. How? Say this guy is telling the truth. This country is dominated by is Africa. Let's put it this way. We cannot go to Europe and then we say like they don't employ us. Yeah, because we study compare population of America and this African American there. So I'm saying like me as a Tswana, Xhosa, Zulu, Pedi, going to maybe Europe or Germany, and when I reach to Germany, I say like, hey, this and this and this and this and this. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. You busy comparing the population, and you compare that people that came, they stole the land and treated living the best life because of the action of apartheid. You understand? So like when they can't start to make sure that everyone is equal, they are crying. I say, hey, but we are too spoiled. We spoil them a lot, shame.
Nasie bou in Suid-Afrika. Hoekom sê ek dit? Want u het verwys na die kinders wat in put toilette verdrink het en 'n student wat geskiet is. Maar u het nie verwys na die tragedie van die hoërskool Driehoek in Vanderbijlpark waar 4 leerlinge gesterf het as gevolg van gebrekkige infrastruktuur by 'n staatsskool. 'n Gemeenskap wat in rou is.
I hear nothing. Say this guy saying the truth. We African, we don't understand Africans. Ring start is. He's speaking English so well you can understand, then switch to Africans. Whose men's were not African? You are in European. On my eye doesn't say European. I'm confused now. You are South African. South Africa. It must be changed to Tanzania, right? And when they say you are South African, you're South African because of the laws of this country, right? South Africa is the only country where the world minorities are legal marginalized. And after that, they are going to tell us, don't do this, do this. They've been living since 1994. They are coming back. Just 3 4 years, forget about applying for a job. Where subtitle you? I'm offended, but I don't know why. We want them all out. These are certain stuff we say, like, we want them all out. Then it says if he's lying, you understand? So like now we are moving forward. Let's see. Oh, it's done. It's done. You can share your opinion there. You can share your opinion. You can share your opinion there. This is a beautiful topic that we need to focus on. It's more educational, right? If you're watching this, is you are getting motivational. People they talk about, they share their opinions and what. Let's give this guy a chance, because it's
Over 180,000 South Africans could lose their jobs, women, white men, even nurses and teachers. From January 2025, a new law says that companies must consider South Africa's race demographics or face massive fines. This means who you are will matter more than what you can do. 76,000 female nurses out, 65,000 female teachers out, and 70,000 white men out of their jobs. Even 13,000 black men in public roles are being replaced. This is all part of the new Employment Equity Amendment Act. Some call it transformation. Some say it's blatant discrimination. Whether you like it or not, the law is real and your job could be next. So stay informed. Over 180,000 South Africans could lose their jobs, women, white men, even nurses and teachers. From January 2025, a new law says that companies must consider South Africa's race demographics or face massive fines.
why they being targeted our grandparents did. Some of were not even born yet. We do something. Imagine the lady ironing your clothes is now you open heart surgery. I'm hungry. Like I'm hungry. So like based on that, I don't have any comment to share, but we are moving forward to this. There are people that share their opinion based on this. There are lots. I saw this guy. Yeah, this guy. I saw him. The reason I wanted to do this video, I saw this guy. I was like, let me react on him. Even our white kids are not allowed to study at university. We are running out of doctors and specialists. Haibo, we can be specialists. What do you mean? We can be your specialist. We can be your specialist. Don't worry, we got you. I should ask Tracy, I don't know these people. Say, I don't want to be moved to America. Just an idea. No, like even though we're born here, if you are not going to respect us, Trump is going to offer another refugees. Is it like, say, do you want to move to America? I was born here and S was my father, unlike yourself. What do you mean unlike himself? What don't you? I'm not complaining, but being here respected his honesty. Yet unemployment rate for white is 91%. Glad we have businesses while struggling. One business have 4.6 unemployment rate. We Indians also suffering. Like as a black people, I see like people coming to South Africa as the most, and then they want to compare themselves with, yes, based on the laws, based on the constitutions, everyone is equal, and based on that, which is beautiful. Because we are beautiful people, we understand the struggle, even though we lost the land and people came in and do as they please. And as majority, as the owners, we must suffer the most, and people they come for them must enjoy. So like we as Indians, we are also suffering. If you're suffering, why don't go back home? We have Indians. As we have no place to go. Africa belongs to Africans. As we have no place to go. If you feel like you are struggling and you're not, why don't go back home? Why don't go back to India? Why don't go back to China? Why don't go back to Europe? Yeah? But at least every forum is busy finding space for their people in America. Because of us, ANC, the government, we are now going to beg forward because of people, they feel like this, while our forefathers' lands were stolen. While our forefathers' land is stolen and black people live in poverty, guys, we never do that.
National Freedom Day here in South Africa, and I want to talk about what it means for me, a white male, who straddled the years of apartheid prior to 1994.
Why do you struggle, you? Why do you struggle? You guys have to make jokes.
And post-1994, 31 years of the rule of the new dispensation, the tripartite structure here in South Africa, the link between the ANC, COSATU, and the South African Communist Party. There's no doubt in my mind that we are not a free country. We are absolutely captured by corruption. We are absolutely captured.
Where corruption started? Corruption started during apartheid, where they were killing people. And we have black people who were soldiers become pimpy and going to pimp other black people when they tried. When your forefathers were taking us, there was this thing called impimpy. When they attack us during apartheid, they call impimpy.
Captured by crime, and we are captured by a lack of political.
Apartheid started, corruption started during apartheid. Don't tell us about, they love this thing of, they think like they are better to lead South Africa. Black people, they are corrupt, That's where corruption started, during apartheid. How can people kill your people, do the wrong thing to our mothers and sisters? When Nelson Mandela coming out, he don't talk about the land. He's just happy for we are going to have a black government. That's where corruption started. And us as the youth of South Africa, we are going to go with EFF and we're going to build this country from the beginning as a black nation. Come here. They love this message that were like, we are living a corrupt country. They want to give people that idea that they can run our country better. We're not going to listen to your stories.
Will of our politicians and the enforcement agencies in South Africa to do the right thing. They go after low-hanging fruit of people who are able to comply, do their tax returns, live by the laws of the land, but they get traffic fines and maybe they're late on their VAT payments, etc. It's much easier to go after white people in South Africa and therefore restrict the freedoms of white people in South Africa.
You guys love, dog, whether you come and act like whatever, the land was stolen. Black people are living in poverty. The land of our forefathers was stolen. And we are not going to become Jesus. We are not Jesus. So we must suffer until when? Black people, they must suffer until when? It's going to talk about affirmative action. Yeah, affirmative action. Black people, they must suffer until when?
Africa vis-a-vis black people in South Africa than it is to actually be pervasive among 70 million people. Because in effect, you're going after 4.5 million people, much easier to enforce the law with 4.5 million people. So for that reason, white people in South Africa are simply not free. Legislatively, we have 142 pieces of legislation in the country that prohibits white people from having parity with black people. That means white people cannot get the jobs. That means white people cannot get promotion. That means white people cannot live as freely.
Where is the land? Stop making. Where is the land? Where's the land? Who owns the companies? LGBT shows unemployment rate between white people and the black people and shows who owns the companies in South Africa between black people and white people. Don't come here with yeah. During apartheid, black people were not, like, man, we need to thank Julius Malema. We need to thank Julius Malema. I'm going to show this guy. Came in like the facts. You don't have facts. Me, I talk the facts. Here's a clear neutral explanation in the real video. Although minority of population are still overrepresented in employment, management positions, I want the land. Listen, I want the stats. Unemployment rate in South Africa 2026 between whites and black. And I want the companies, people who own the companies between white and black. Show the stats, who own the most, who are living the best life, even the best life. Like we are tired of this, man. I mean stats. Yeah, search. See? But we are tired people every time playing, every time. Aye, man, we are tired. We are people. We get tired as black people. Our sisters, they were so nice. We are not them. Let's go.
As black people in South Africa. And the only thing that keeps white people floating are their capital reserves, in other words, the money that they've managed to save, and most probably good jobs for those people who are employed, but no new white people becoming employed simply because of that 142 pieces of legislation. As white people who own businesses in South Africa, the compliance requirements are ridiculously prohibitive, essentially stopping white people from having access to any supply side funding to create new businesses, to grow their businesses, etc., unless they're prepared to take personal loans out from banking institutions, sign surety, sign over their homes, etc., etc. So economically, white people are captive here in South Africa.
Yeah, Trump offered the thing. Trump offered them the refugees. My dad sold his farm just 92. He would turn into his grave when he see this going on. This is not free country anymore. I'm 59. I saw everything's going down. My forefathers lost the land because of your forefathers. They came and kill and do wrong things and not give black people rights to live during apartheid. We are struggling today because of what they've done to our forefathers. We lost our land. Our sisters, they are turning around in their graves now as we speak because of they lost everything and their kids are still struggling in 2026. They hope ANC is going to give back our land. White unemployment rate is 66% and black unemployment is 32%. I'm confused. The reason why it's so high, black people are the majority. We are the rightful owners of this country. Africa as a whole. Africa is not Europe. Don't confuse the two. It's not Europe. I will not go to Europe and expect black people unemployment rate to be high because we are a minority. We are not Europeans, right? So other they come here and they aye man, Indians and colors also have the hard time stuff, not only whites. Why you not speak up for us as well? No, I'll be quiet. South African belongs to all of us, black and white, colored Indian. We can work together to fix our country. Politicians to swing. Dog, you need to go to study history. When you need to go to study history. I don't want people who come here without understanding why black people are stuff like this.
Socially, white people are absolutely captive in South Africa and are meant to be second-class citizens, because that's redress of people who either lived under apartheid, or in fact people who have been born after 1994 but believe they know what freedom actually means, when in fact they've got no cooking clue as to what freedom means.
We don't know what freedom means too. Just imagine, people had black people for 100 years. Black people for 100 years. Black people for 100 years. They don't know what poverty means. They don't know what freedom means. When I 20 years.
Now, those of us who fought under apartheid and fought against apartheid will tell you that we
join EFF. Don't come here and join EFF. Unemployment rate by race. Unemployment rate: black South African 37, white South African 7. That means black South African are far more likely to get employed than white people in pure inequality in education opportunities. So these people are coming here and you have serious issues to deal with. You have serious issues to deal with. We have serious issues to deal with. Let me see. I want like some guys have you understand. I know this one is a clever blacks. This one. I know you are watching.
If you're born the right race, doors will open. If you're born the wrong race, doors will close. Sound familiar? We have white and racial minority South Africans who can't get jobs despite being qualified because companies need to meet racial quotas. We have Indian and colored South Africans who are considered not black enough for certain opportunities.
Who consider them? Who consider them? Where this thing started? This didn't come during apartheid. Don't come and act stupid. Who consider them? This started with them during apartheid. Their forefathers talk about why why then they came here? They say these are colors, these are Indians, these are what. And during apartheid, the painful part, the way how they hated black people, they were doing that test. They call it CAM test. They test your hair. They put black people aside. They put Indian aside. They put colors aside. Don't come into stupidity mindset. This is the problem we have. These boys like this who don't know. First, I hate stupid boy. He's going to say, go to do your research. Where you know where these things come from. You come here, you just speak. You know where this thing started. You know where this thing started to say like black this side, white this side. You know who started those things. It's not black people. It's not African people, but Europeans when they came this side.
This is very upsetting. Speak on it as someone with a platform. About a year ago, my husband and I were interviewed for a Huisgenoot article, which is
I don't want your life story. You tell us issues here. Please subscribe and I love you so much. Stay tuned. Bye. We don't want life stories.